Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a player review on Headliners Riyad Mahrez. Again, Mahrez is a SBC coming in at around 200k on both consoles, and he was a player that I thought I wasn't going to do him. I was tempted between him and Robin. I decided to go with Mahrez, and although I haven't gone ahead and used Robin, I don't regret doing Mahrez. We'll get through his stats, kind of the attributes, traits, etc. in the first spot here. We'll get into the clips, and then I'll give you my full kind of rundown on him at the end of the video. So, first and foremost, 5'10", medium work rates, primarily left foot, 5-star, 4-star. And yeah, I mean, those stats there look decent. I think medium can be an issue in an attacking kind of position. Ideally, in my opinion, is suited to a cam position. You can play him out wide, although I know most people are used to running pacey attackers there. And Mahrez, whilst he's got, like I said, we'll get into acceleration right now. Whilst he's got decent acceleration, the sprint speed does let him down. The rest of the stats here are decent. And like I said, for 200k, I think he's priced fairly right. With these headliner cards, you aren't paying as such for what they are right now. You're paying for what they can be in the future. So Mahrez already decent card, but honestly, if you take away the 92 dribbling, you look at the 86 pace, 83 shooting, 84 passing, it is a fairly average card, honestly. You look at like a Husam Aura. I mean, Aura hasn't got the same dribbling that Mahrez has, but if you look at the face stat of the card or the face of the actual card itself, it doesn't look great in Mahrez. Obviously, we'll get into the clips, and the clips will paint the picture of really what Mahrez is like in game. But again, decent finishing, shot power, long shots. But like I said, it's decent, not amazing, but that's why he's 200k. That's why he's not 400k, 500k, because of what he is right now. The best thing about this card, at least in my opinion, is the dribbling, agility, balance, and the actual base dribbling stat. It's what makes this card here. The card is a great dribble on the ball. He has a unique body type, which I thought was interesting about the card. And in my opinion, he feels like a Neymar on the ball. Well, like I said, we'll get into the clips, and like I said, the clips do him justice more than these actual stats do. Player traits, obviously, finesse shot trait, which finesse shot trait has always been a good trait to have in the game. Ideally, you have an outside the foot shot trait as well, but finesse shot trait does come in handy so much. Like I said, we played him in champs. We ended up getting Elite 3 for the second time this year. I'm not saying that Mahrez was the reason we got Elite, but he definitely helped us out when we needed him. But yeah, finesse shot trait, flair trait. I mean, flair is one of them kind of traits that people do have, but you don't really see it too much. Obviously, this is the team we played him in here. We did bring in Petit halfway through a weekend league, so probably for the first part of the clips you won't see Petit, second part you will. But this is the team we kind of finished out with. Like I said, we ended up getting Elite 3. We played Mahrez in a cam position. At first, it didn't work for me quite as cam, so we moved him out to Ram. At least allowed him to cut inside. Like I said, he's not one of those cards that you can play through ball through to and expect him to beat the defender. I mean, most guys are running with a Mendy, at least a left back with at least 90 plus pace. Mahrez is not beating those guys with pace. So it's one of those guys you've got to slow your gameplay down with, maybe cut inside. Again, he's so agile on the ball that you can slow it down, take your finger off the sprint button, and just kind of let him glide between players. He's I would say compare him to a gazelle, the Algerian gazelle. But yeah, Mahrez, at least like I said, I would say now, very good card. We'll get into the clips, and then I'll give you my kind of final review and kind of overview at the end of the video. So let's roll the clips. Oh, Mahrez, man. Okay, he's proven his worth now. Jesus. Good goal, Mahrez. There we go. There we go. There we go, Mahrez, man. This finesse shot trait is working an absolute treat with Mahrez. Finesse shot trait helps him so much. I think now I've got used to him, definitely he's clicking for me. Sometimes with a 4-4-2, his two strikes are so high that they kind of get isolated up top. Oh, that is so nice. That little flick from Mahrez too there. Jeez, man. That's such a nice goal. That's a nice goal. Very nice. Jeez. The card's okay. Good goal. There we go. I mean, he's got the goal there. Not bad. I mean, finesse shot trait. I'll expect him to get that one. They brought the keeper out, so it kind of is easy to score there, but not a bad goal from him then. Should have a bit of pace there to get behind too. But he's doing all right. It's one of those cards I guess I've got to use him more to really... He's a unique card. He's unique. Finesse shot trait, like, helps him so much. He's taking off Mahrez too. Interesting. Oh my god, man. Mahrez, that finesse shot's cracked, man. Like I said, I'm not going to, like, lie. Like, I always think that Elite's in the locker, possibly, but it literally depends, like... Depends, like, on the games between, like, Gold 2 and Gold 3. That's a nice goal from Mahrez. That's a nice goal. A nice bit of skills as well. It keeps the ball so close. I do recommend him, man. Like, just that little touches in the box to get the finish. There we go, Mahrez. There we go. Come on. Man, nice goal from Mahrez there early. Come on. Come on. You can't defend that skill move. Oh my god! Oh my god. Mate, Mahrez, this guy's coming in with unbelievable techers. Oh my god. He's filthy, man. This guy Mahrez, man. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. What? How's that gone in? There we go, Mahrez. Good play. Back to him. There we go, Mahrez. Finish the game off. There we go. There we go, man. Riyad Mahrez. Come on. Absolute wonderful left foot. Absolute wonderful left foot. Finesse shot, trait, OP. Come on. Oh, Riyad Mahrez. I love you, man. I love you. What's he doing, man? He's kill him. Oh. Right, come on. Come on. So there we have it, guys. Like I said in those clips, Mahrez is definitely a player that lives up to his stats and exceeds them even more. He's just one of those cards that, like I said, you can look at the stats as much as you want to here. You can say, well, there's cards out here that might look better than this, etc. Like Alessandrini, for example. Alessandrini is a good card on the kind of face of the stats, but Mahrez outperforms those stats, and I think the uniqueness of the card, with the dribble he has, it's different to other cards, especially like him and a Neymar. I would compare them a lot. Obviously, Mahrez lacks the 5-star weak foot, but again, they are so similar. I think Mahrez, I want to say like a baby Neymar, if you can say that. But again, I recommend this card 100% if you are running a Prem team, or at least if you've got a KDB in your team, you can link him in somehow. Obviously, if you play a 4-5-1, you can link him in the Kyle Walker. There's ways to get him into your team. Ideally, you play him in a cam position. I know we did play him at striker at certain points. I don't think he is bad there. But again, you have to kind of use him as that false 9, or at least the striker that drops back, and then the other striker into running behind. But again, Mahrez, great card. I mean, if you want to play him out wide, you can do. I recommend probably playing him as a right midfielder or a ram. At least land on the cutting side and kind of get that finesse shot into the far post. Again, he almost is like a Robin as far as cutting aside from that right. But again, like I said, him and Robin, if you are torn between doing these two, if you can get them both in your team on chemistry, I think it is very, very tough to pick one or the other. I know Robin has that pace, has that kind of shooting over Mahrez right now. But Mahrez just, like I said, he has that uniqueness to him. Obviously, in those clips, in the games that you saw, you'll see what he's like in game. It's, like I said, it's very, very hard to look at those stats and say that he's this, he's that, he's that. But once you use him, you will see really how good he is and what he can bring to the table. For 200k, I don't think you can really go wrong. Especially, I know most guys right now have fodder. Again, if you do icon swaps and you take in the 8-3 plus times 25, the 8-5 times 5, those kind of things, you do have fodder to get these cards done. I know you do have to kind of pick and choose as you go through. Again, I'm not saying do every single SBC that comes out. Obviously, pick and choose the ones that you know that will stay in your team, and you know at least you'll get some use out of them. Again, if they'll be in your team for a little bit, then you can move them to the bench. At least go for guys that you know will be in your team for at least a couple months. You always got to have longevity in the cards that you do want to go ahead and do. But again, I recommend doing Mahrez 100%. Again, if I give a rating out of 10, I would say probably right now, at the current stage in the game where we are with FIFA, I would say probably an 8 out of 10. Value-wise, leaning probably towards like 9 out of 10. Like I said, he's decent value for what he is, but you're not really paying for the card as it is right now. Again, great card, good card, but he's not a world beater, and he's not a card that I don't think people are going to be seeing out and out and out in weekend leagues, purely because there is better cards at this stage of the game. And look at Neymar, who was obviously better than this card. Neymar is, what, 600k right now on both consoles? I believe a little bit cheaper on Xbox. There is cards out there that are better than Mahrez currently that you can get for that cost more money. But as far as the value goes, and because he's got, again, I think Man City will go on to win 4 games in a row. Obviously, get another upgrade. Mahrez, again, you know how EA love to give Mahrez informs as we go on throughout the year. So I can see Mahrez easily getting up to a 89, 90 before at least team of the season hits anyway. But again, I recommend doing this card 100% if you can get him into your team. If you're going to go and do him as a super sub, I think you're better off going for other alternatives. But like I said, if you are running a Prem team, you have, say, Kyle Walker, you haven't gone ahead and done the Kleiber card, the right back from PSV. Definitely go ahead and get yourself a Mahrez. Like I said, the stats don't do him justice. And when you do play him in game, you'll see how silky smooth he is. And, you know, you never know. You might even end up calling him Miad Rares, like we did as well, man. Those finesse shots are a thing of dreams. And I don't know, man. It just makes you feel some type of way with those finesse shots. But there we go, boys. The Riyad Mahrez review is done, and like I said, get him done if you need this card. If you need this type of card in your team, get him done. But there we go, boys. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, go like and subscribe, and we'll get some more videos up very, very soon. So stay tuned, and I'll see you all next time.